hit some U.S. military asset, and then they ran into an apartment building instead. Where are you going? Where are you going? CENTCOM here has just published some images from today's operation. This is about 12 hours ago now. So this is on a U.S. destroyer, cruiser, destroyer, launching what appears to be a Tomahawk missile. I think it's a Tomahawk missile.
Guys, Matt is good. He's a good commentator, good news guy. I have to go do some things, so listen to him. He knows what he's talking about. Plus, he's got everything on here, what's going on in all the areas.
You don't want to be on the receiving end of one of those.
But I'll be back.
Okay, so we are hearing from Iran, from the Iranian regime, that very soon there's going to be a massive ballistic missile attack fired at Israel. Soon. Coming from Iran, ballistic missiles inbound. They are pissed off. They're going to make be on my best behavior. I still cannot believe this video of that drone flying right into the apartment complex, the apartment building. This is just insane. Bring it back up. If this drone was 20 feet lower, it would have crashed right into this guy's balcony. Fun fact, if anybody cares, these suicide drones, these Shaheed model suicide drones, cost about $35,000. So for the low price of $35,000, you can have your own Shaheed Iranian manufactured suicide drone, right? They're affordable. It's like buying a new car. I think my car costs about $35,000. I could trade my car for a Shaheed Iranian manufactured suicide drone. Cool. I've always wanted a suicide drone. Yeah, maybe I'll keep my car. Yeah, I'll probably just keep my car though. There you go. So in an ironic twist of fate, I was reading a couple days ago that the United States has actually copied. We've just like stolen the schematics on how to make these Shaheed drones, and so now we have our own. I don't know what we call them, but we have our own U.S. style Shaheed drone, and we've been making them now also. In fact, I believe that we have a lot of them in the CENTCOM area. We could use them now against Iran. They'd kind of be getting hit by their own drones. That's just frightening. Drone versus drone. Yeah, it's like you're... You know what it's like? Not too long ago, I rewatched the old Battlestar Galactica series with my wife. Well, not the old... The one from the 2000s, not the 1980s. So anyway, we watched Battlestar Galactica. It's a good show. It's 3 or 4 seasons. Anyway, you know, the Cylons, they're all just drones. They're all just robots. That's the way we're going. That's the way that it is. All the sci-fi authors were right. The war of the future is just drones. Once again, another report similar. Member of the Tehran City Council says Supreme Leader Khamenei's son-in-law and daughter-in-law were both killed in strikes earlier today. What do we have here? Hold up here. A European High Representative for Foreign Affairs, Kaya Kala, some EU representative today, announced a video conference Foreign Affairs Council scheduled for Sunday to address the ongoing reciprocal strikes against campaigns between Israel, U.S., and Iran. Additionally, Callas said that she is in contact with EU Gulf partners and allies and that Iran's strikes across the region run the risk of significant escalation, saying that the Iranian regime has choices to make. Wow, thanks, lady. Thanks. Thanks for the insight. She just wanted to chime in and let everybody know that she's very concerned about this. Everybody, wait a minute. I just want everybody to know I am very concerned about this. Anyway. Thanks, lady. In a European accent. Oh, speaking of European ladies, we have another one. We have another one. The EU Commission President Ursula von der Leyen has just called the strikes on the United Arab Emirates a flagrant, not a fragrant, a flagrant violation of sovereignty and a clear breach of international law. Well, it's not just UAE. I mean, we have seen Iran strike UAE, Bahrain a lot, Kuwait, Qatar, not even mentioning Israel, U.S. military bases. Iran is I don't even know if they're aiming. Honestly, I don't even know if Iran is aiming at this point. They're just like letting them rip. Let it rip. These damn drones. I mean, they're driving. I mean, they're not aiming because these drones are ramming into the side of apartment complexes. So they can't be aiming that well, right? They're just letting these things go. They're letting them fly. We have footage here. These are, oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, this is footage of 21 U.S. Tomahawk missiles flying, where are we flying over? Somewhere, they're headed towards Tehran. Here we go. 21 U.S. Tomahawk missiles. These things are out of control. That's crazy. Tomahawk cruise missiles. I have something for you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a breaking news announcement. Everybody pay attention here. According to Iranian state media, Iran's deputy parliament speaker has just said that Iran has won the first phase of the war. Phase number 1, guess what? Iran, they are the victors. They're saying, yeah, we're winning. Yeah, what's up? What's up? Phase 1, we are the champions, is what they are saying right now. Excellent. Good for them. All right, good for them. Okay. Justin. Okay. Okay. Now, what is this? This is hot off the press. Right out of the oven. Oh, that got deleted. Hold on. Why'd that get deleted? What are we looking at here? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this video here got deleted. Can I pull this? How can we watch this full screen? Okay, so the reason I'm doing this full screen here is because this video actually got deleted. I'm not sure why. This is, I don't know why, but anyway, we're going to play it. That makes me want to play it even more. This is footage from earlier in the day of the United States striking Iranian assets earlier today. Look at that. That's a drone. See that right there? So this is a U.S. or Israeli drone right into the satellite tower. Wow. This is I believe a ballistic missile launcher. It's got 2 ballistic missile launch tubes. That's an Iranian drone. Some building. Goodbye. So we're using drones. We are using drones out here. But anyway, no, I tried to pull this up and it got deleted. This one got deleted. Maybe we weren't supposed to see this. See? Deleted. Maybe we weren't supposed to see that. I don't know. Goodbye. This one here, this is the most curious to me. You just have this little innocent looking drone driving in, and it packed one hell of a punch. Holy hell. Look at that. And you can see it's right here. It almost looks like alien technology. I don't know. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. Okay. Anyway, curious. Maybe it's classified footage. Yeah, maybe now the U.S. government is going to have to kill all of us because we saw that. I hope not. Sorry. Hey, if that happens, I'm sorry, everybody. That's my bad. Sorry about that. Iran, we have a statement coming out of Iran. Iran is going to continue its offensive until, quote, the aggressor is punished. So Iran is saying, listen, we're going to keep on attacking until the aggressor is punished. Presumably that's U.S. and Israel. And Iran is prepared for a prolonged conflict with its missile and defense capabilities largely unharmed. Iran has said its missile and defense capabilities are largely unharmed, is what it says. Time will tell. Time will tell. Uh-oh. I think Iran has just attacked the U.S. consulate in Erbil, Iraq. Can we pull that up? U.S. consulate under attack. Is that what this is here? So I believe all of these buildings have been evacuated. I don't think that Americans are even here right now. I'm gonna quickly pull this up on Google Maps. Okay. U.S. consulate, Erbil. Can I go on street view? No, I can't. Oh, we are inside the consulate. Wait, this is not the U.S. consulate. It's just a bunch of Arab men smoking hookah. Gross. Okay, gross. How the hell did we get there? What the? Take us back to the consulate. Okay, there we are. So, okay, well, you think we can recognize? Frick. Okay, so road, grass, two-story, maybe three-story building. Road, grass, white building. You know what? I would bet that, yeah, I would bet that we are on this road and that this is green grass and that it's this building right here. Wouldn't you suppose? Yeah, I would bet that this is right here. This is the point of view. You're looking across this field. Yeah, I think so. And when they look down to the left, there's a big tall building. Yeah, that's it. That's it right there. And that's it right there. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we've cracked the code. Not that that is worth anything. I think we cracked the code. I'm out here scanning for updates real quick here. By the way, new membership on YouTube from FreckleTube. Thank you, sir. We have a Rumble rant from Crimson Spork. He says, when this conflict is over, we need our top scientists and researchers to be sent over to research how Iran was able to manufacture Walter White grade copium. 100% highly enriched copium. We've never seen anything like it. Never seen anything like it before. Thank you very much. That's a good one. That's a good one. L Colson. He says, been talking to people at stores after work. They have no idea what's happening. One even told me he's been watching TV all day and hasn't heard anything. At where? Who are you talking to? At C stores. I don't know. I'm not sure who you're talking to. I would imagine even here in the U.S., most people that are not following politics very closely probably have no idea what the hell's going on. In fact, I think most people probably couldn't even put Iran on a map. Iran? Yeah, I ran out of beer. I ran? Yeah, I ran out of beer. I need to go buy some more. That's pretty much it. Oh, BB.
עושים זאת עכשיו ביתר שאת במבצע שאגת הארי.
I don't speak Hebrew. I don't know what he is saying.
את המתחם של הרודן חמינאי במשך 3.5 עשורים.
You know what I think he said? I think he said that you guys need to make sure to subscribe and like. You need to make sure to follow and subscribe and like if you enjoy the show. I think that's what he said.
תוכנית להשמדת ישראל. התוכנית הזאת איננה. ורבים הסימנים שגם הרודן הזה.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep that muted. We're gonna leave that muted for now, but I'm pretty sure that's what he said. Okay, we're gonna have to wait for the translation after the fact. I think we'll figure that out here in a minute. Maybe he'll say something important. I don't know. Maybe not. We have a massive super chat though, by the way, from FreckleTube on YouTube. He says, Matt, thank you for being there for us. God bless your hard work, integrity, and patriotism. My husband and I love you. I'm so happy that you guys are tuning in. That just warms my heart. Thank you very much. I appreciate that a lot. Can I tell you something here? Last night I went to a local, live in a small town, went to a local Republican meetup because we have a gubernatorial for the state I live in. He's campaigning to become the state's new governor. And so he was giving a speech at this local Republican meetup. And I went to this meetup. There were maybe 60 people there talking politics and listening to this guy talk. And I went in there, and there were a good, 5 or 6 people that came up and said, "Hey, are you Matt Morris? Hey, we watch you every day." It was cool. I met a lot of people last night. It was nice. Everybody that I've met is very nice, and I'm sure you're nice too. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We're gonna leave Bibi Netanyahu muted here, just because. I mean, is he speaking English yet? I don't know what he's saying. NBC is translating right now. Okay, well, we might just wait until after the fact for a written translation. Let me see here.
High battle. His heritage, his heroism is burning within us. At the monument in the panhandle of the Galilee, you can see the roaring lions monument. For many times, I always visited there and looked at that monument, and I always saw you, our people, us, the entire nation of Israel. And with the help of God, that roar of the lion of our soldiers and our pilots will be heard throughout the world. And today, more than ever, the entire world knows Am Israel Chai, the people of Israel live.
Is that it?
The Prime Minister of Israel
okay.
speaking,
All right.
and speaking directly at the end of his comments directly to the Iranian people. I want to bring back Richard Engel. He is in Tel Aviv. Richard, the Prime Minister of Israel speaking directly to the Iranian people, calling them the lion, and President Trump also at the end of his overnight comments directly speaking to the Iranian people, telling them that their future is now theirs to take.
This message that we just heard, I was listening to his Prime Minister Netanyahu's comments as well. This mission that Israel has launched is called the Lion's Roar. That is the name that it is given. And he was saying to the Iranians, now it's up to them, that they should go out onto the streets and take down their government. It's the exact same message that we heard from President Trump earlier in the day, saying that help has arrived, that there will be these military strikes, and that eventually, when the government is weak enough, that the people should take power and overthrow their government. It's unclear which people. It's unclear how that's supposed to work. Presumably, there will be some CIA help. There'll be communication. There'll be covert actions to try and direct this. But it is an incredibly risky and difficult thing to accomplish. I can't think of a time when this has ever been successful. Generally, regime changes can happen in one of 3 ways. You can either send in American troops or foreign troops in general, like the U.S. did in Iraq and Afghanistan, and they bring in opposition leaders like Karzai or Chalabi with them, and then install them as puppet leaders. The U.S. did that in both Iraq and Afghanistan and ended up staying there for many years, and the country still collapsed in both cases into infighting and internecine war and civil war. Or you can hope that there'll be some sort of popular uprising, which is what Prime Minister Netanyahu and President Trump are encouraging. Or they can try and engineer some sort of coup, which I think there are many in the U.S. Military who would prefer that third option, that if there was enough military power.
It seems like the plan right now is to effectively just keep on killing people until the government is done. You kill the first leader, and then another leader pops up. If you don't like him, we're going to kill him too. And then a third leader pops up. We're just going to keep on killing our way through the entire Iranian regime until there's nobody left, and then I don't know. And then I guess somebody that we do like is going to pop up and kind of take the reins. We'll see. That's kind of what's happening. That seems to be what it is. Now I'm going to flip that off here. Yeah, we're just going to kill our way through this. That kind of seems like what this is. Now we have a big super chat once again. Hey, FreckleTube, I want to say thank you again very much. Thank you, and shout out you and your husband. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Noel Gilliland says, Channel 12, Israel's reporting the Iranian supreme leader has been killed by the U.S. Yeah, we have been seeing that report for like 6 hours, but that report is unconfirmed and uncorroborated. We have only one source, and they have offered no proof. And so right now, I don't know. Right now, we're kind of waiting. We're speculating. It might be true. It might not be true. We will see. We have a super chat here from Based MFK. Says, hey, Matt, thanks for the coverage. I wish I could be out there with my friends in the Gulf doing the mission instead of sitting in one of the worst states in the country, Maryland. Take care. God bless. Hey, thank you very much. Let's just hope that everybody that is over there stays safe. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Okay. I have a video to share with you guys. You know, just something that kind of casually pops in my head here. Every single Muslim that we have here in the U.S., I just saw a quote from Zohran Mamdani. He said, we shouldn't be doing this. Nobody wants this. Every Muslim we have in the United States is totally in solidarity and support with the Iranian regime. Have you noticed that? All of the American Muslims and European Muslims stand in solidarity with the Iranians. However, all of the Muslims that are actually living in the Middle East, like the Saudi Arabians and the Kuwaitis and the United Arab Emiratis and all of them, the Lebanese and the Jordanians, all of them that actually have to live by Iran, all of them are like, yeah, let's blow them up. Yeah, we're sick of Iran. Blow them up. Please, Israel, U.S., you want to come in here and drop bombs on them? Okay, go ahead. In fact, we're going to help you out. We're going to help you do it. It is kind of funny. Maybe it's like a proximity thing. Who knows? Okay. We have an update here. A man in Kuwait celebrates loudly as anti-air defense systems intercept Iranian missile. Wow. Kaboom, Allahu Akbar. That interception was like pretty low altitude. Look, where did it hit? That's not even that high up. Wow, that's crazy. There you go. Just plucked it right out of the air. Kaboom. What did he say? I think he said that you should subscribe and follow if you enjoy the show. Okay, I have an update here. So during that Netanyahu speech that we just looked at a moment ago, the part of the speech that we missed, Netanyahu said, we have targeted the site where Khamenei was living. The plan to destroy Israel no longer exists, and there is a high likelihood that the tyrant does not exist either. That's coming from Netanyahu. Netanyahu, just moments ago, has said that Khamenei might be dead. We have targeted where he lives, and he might be dead right now. We don't have the body. We don't have the proof that he's dead, but we have reason to believe this is from Netanyahu. They think they killed this guy. They've got reason enough to believe it that he mentioned it during his big evening address here. So we'll see. We'll see. Time will tell. I've got interesting footage here. So people forgot that the current Iranian government was installed by the CIA. I don't think anybody forgot that. It's just that our interests kind of changed. Listen, hey, that was the CIA 70 years ago. Now we have a new CIA, and they changed their mind. Pretty much. Hey, listen, they changed their mind. Now they want a new puppet government. Thank you, by the way. We have a footage here. This is a U.S. Patriot battery intercepting Iranian ballistic missiles over Al-Udeid Air Base in Qatar, with at least one missile striking the base and reportedly damaging a clinic. Okay. Oh, holy shit. Look at that. Missed it. Wow. They're laughing. They're having a good time, I guess. It's all fun and games till somebody gets hurt. So they missed it. You know what's crazy is this interceptor, after missing the target, tried to flip around and lock back onto it. It's too late though. Such a impressive. I don't know. That's just insane. So somebody said that at the Pentagon. Is this live?
Always being prepared, but unsure of when that particular day will come, that you must execute your mission and not fail at doing it.
I think this might not be live.
In this case, these Patriot crews were deployed from Korea and Japan as part of our U.S. forces there to ensure that we had the most capable missiles in the CENTCOM area of responsibility. As the day continues, you start to hear more and more chatter in the information space about a pending attack. And as the sun starts to set in the west, you get orders from your higher headquarters.
I'm not sure if this is
live.
live.
That your missile batteries are pointed to the north. There are just a few other teammates. It's hot. You're getting nervous, and you expect an attack. Outside of those Patriot vehicles, your hot crew, which is 1 NCO and 4 additional soldiers, turns a key and relinquishes control of those missiles to that young lieutenant.
This is not live. This is some clickbait bullshit. Apologies. Okay, and we have our footage back. Okay. We're going to keep on scanning around here. No, everyone, thank you all very much for tuning in. I sincerely appreciate it. This is history in the making. It is. It's undeniably Whether or not you're happy about this or pissed off about this, undeniably, this is history in the making. You're watching it live right now. You can love it, you can hate it, but it is. It is it. Some of the key sites confirmed to have been hit in and around Tehran over the course of the last day. Again, this is an incomplete list. Can I pull this image up? An image. So this is Tehran. We've hit the Ministry of Intelligence, an IRGC underground facility to the east, Ayatollah Khamenei's compound, garage. There's a strike there. And this is just in the Tehran area. It's a big country. And that's just one little area. We've been striking all over the damn place. Okay, I'm just going to share this with you guys. I keep seeing these reports. Inbound, massive Iranian ballistic missile attack happening any minute. I've been seeing this for an hour. For 1 hour, I've been seeing this. There's an impending massive Iranian ballistic missile barrage. I guess we'll see. Guess we'll find out. Ms. Deb says, Mr. Morris, you and another are the best YouTubers I've watched. This where I come from for my news and everything else. You are awesome. Ms. Deb, hey, thank you very much for, I'm so happy you're tuning in. That means a lot. Thank you very much. I'm happy you're enjoying the show. We are trying to keep on top of this stuff. You know, there's kind of ups and downs. Sometimes everything happens at once, and other times it's kind of slow. Once again, I'm going to re-echo this report here. Coming from Prime Minister Netanyahu himself, there are many signs, from Netanyahu says this, there are many signs that Khamenei is no longer. You know what's crazy is if you took Khamenei and you shaved his beard a little bit, put him in a trucker cap, put him in blue jeans and a flannel, he would look like your average American country. He would look just like an average white country American guy. But no. He's an insane zealot. He's an insane, crazy zealot. Listen, dude, hey, Khamenei, all you had to do is take off the turban, put on the trucker cap, put on the blue jeans, put on the flannel, and come start a ranch. And just grow wheat or something. Grow corn, move to Nebraska, and become a corn farmer. But no, he chose to become a terrorist. He chose to be a terrorist. Bad decision. Not a good decision. Okay, now what am I seeing here? What do I see here? What do we have here? Initial reports from inside Iran indicate unrest at the notorious Evin prison, which houses both high-risk and political prisoners. So there's unrest at the prison. Maybe there's going to be a prison break. I don't know. Maybe the prison guards have abandoned their post. Time will tell. I don't know. Political prisoners. You know, still, we're going to have to wait and see if the Iranian people actually rise up and take back the country. We're going to see, because that's kind of like the axiom here of Trump's entire plan. Trump is strategically dropping bombs, taking out key targets, but it's all going to be for nothing pretty much unless the Iranian people rise up. If they don't do that, then what? That's the plan. Maybe he's got a backup plan. Now, there was an update here I was looking for. By the way, big rumble rant from CF Kennedy. Thank you, CF Kennedy. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We've got a lot of people on Rumble today, on YouTube as well. This might be what we just looked at a moment ago. What are we working with here? This is an Iranian Shahed suicide drone. You see, okay, so it flies in, it hits its target, whatever the target is. A Shahed 107 drone launched by the IRGC struck a U.S. Army CRAM air defense system in Erbil, northern Iraq. So maybe that was a successful hit for the Iranians. Maybe so. I'll say again, just thinking back to the 12-day war about 8 months ago. Generally speaking, all of the action, the ballistic missiles and everything, it always happened during night. Sunset in Israel here, we're looking at Tel Aviv. This is Tel Aviv. Sunset was about 2 hours ago, maybe 2.5. Oh, okay. You guys will be happy about this. Take a look at this. Breaking news: after missile strikes on Iran and retaliatory actions in the region, the U.S. Secret Service has stepped up protection for President Trump, Vice President Vance, and other senior cabinet members, citing heightened security concerns. I think that makes sense. I don't know. Would you folks imagine here that as all of this is happening, that President Trump is in a secure, like a bunker location or something? I would imagine that as all of this is unfolding right this very moment, moment by moment, that Trump is probably in some secure location where nobody can get him, where nobody can get him. Seems like we're having a little bit of quiet time right now. We're having some quiet time right now. We're having quiet time. It's a little bit slow at the moment. Maybe that's for the best. Maybe that is, oh, wow. Hold up. Wait a minute. Somebody just said that Trump is talking right now, but I don't see that. Sometimes if Trump calls into Fox News, I can't see that live. We have to pull it up after the fact. Do I see a glimmer up in the sky? No. I don't see any ballistic missiles up there. Not right now. Maybe soon though. Check this out. Imagery of damage at the naval base in India. In the India-operated Chabahar port in southeastern Iran. Oh, this is the naval base we were looking at just a moment ago. Yeah, we blew up. Well, maybe Israel, I don't know who, one of us, blew up a gunship, an Iranian gunship here. You know, I'm not really sure why we blew up just the one of them and not there. I mean, there's three of them, right? Maybe these two are non-functional. Maybe they're broken and they're just kind of floating there, docked up. Maybe this was the only functional ship they had, and so that's why we blew that one up and then not the other two. Could be the case. Here goes the oil prices. Yeah, if the Strait of Hormuz is shut down or blockaded for an extended period of time, oil prices will go up. However, I doubt that we are going to let that happen. First off, you know, to what degree, like what capacity does the Iranian regime even have to shut down this? Even if they wanted to, could they do it? Beyond that, let's say they could do it, could we stop them from doing it? I would say to the first question, limited capacity. To the second question, I think we could stop them from doing it. I don't think that we'd let them do that. Mar-a-Lago has 2 bomb shelters in it. I didn't know that. I guess it wouldn't surprise me, right? I've never been to Mar-a-Lago. Never been. Okay, right now, ladies and gentlemen, in Bahrain, sirens are sounding in Bahrain right now. An emergency PSA just went out. We have seen Bahrain today get hit time and time and time and time and time and time again. Time and time again. Bahrain has really been having a tough time. Iran has just been beating the hell out of them. This is Bahrain right here. So on the map, where are we? Okay, there's Israel. There's Iran, Saudi Arabia, Bahrain right here. Little tiny Persian Gulf nation right here. And we've got U.S. military bases here. We have a naval presence and I think an airfield that we use. And Bahrain has just been getting battered with at least one direct ballistic missile hit and also at least 2 suicide drones. So we might see more mayhem in Bahrain here in a minute. We might. Where's our live feed? There it is. There's our live feed. I've got some footage for you guys from earlier on in today's operation. I think you'll like this. We'll take a look at this. U.S. CENTCOM has published footage showing Tomahawk land attack missile being launched from the Arleigh Burke-class guided missile destroyers. Take a look at this. Oops. So this is earlier on today. Yep. There's Tomahawk missile. This here, man, I want to know more about this. You see the right here, see that? You see this little tiny drone fly in. It's almost like a little robot out of Star Wars or something. I don't even know what the hell this is. And this is an Iranian, radar tower. Blows it up. Okay, there we go. Ballistic missile launcher. It's pretty brazen to have these ballistic missile launchers just sitting out here. I mean, I guess if you want to launch a ballistic missile, you've got to bring out the ballistic missile launcher. There's no other way to launch a ballistic. You got to do it. You got to do it. Risky, very risky. And now whoever was inside this vehicle dead. I wonder How much does an Iranian mobile ballistic missile launcher cost? Also, what is this? This must be the entrance to a bunker. That looks like perhaps a bunker entrance. Anyway, what is the price tag on an Iranian ballistic missile launcher? I'm going to see if Grok knows. Anybody have any guesses? I don't know, $1 million? I have no idea. I don't know. They are cheaper than Western equivalents, likely in the range of hundreds of thousands to low millions. It also depends on what type of ballistic missiles you're launching. There's different types of ballistic missile launching vehicles. It depends on the type. Anywhere from 500K to 3 million. So this might be a, I don't know, $1.5 million vehicle. And then it also has the ballistic missiles presumably on the back of it, unless it already fired them. Expensive, man. Hey, I wouldn't want my $1.5 million vehicle to get blown up by a Tomahawk missile, man. That would suck. If I had a $1.5 million truck, I don't want it to get blown up by a Tomahawk missile, dude. That would suck. Now, here's a question though. How much does a Tomahawk missile cost? Is this a good investment to blow these things up? What's the return on investment here? 2 million, 2.5, 2 to 2.5 million, one Tomahawk missile. That's a tough sell. 2 to 2.5. Yeah, I'm never going to be able to afford a Tomahawk missile, man. That's out of my price range. Can't afford it. Teresa in Texas, massive $50 super chat. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. She says, thank you for the great coverage. Appreciate all you do. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that a lot. I appreciate that a lot. It's a crazy day. It really is. There's a lot going on. Oh, you know what? Hey, Teresa, I've got something to show you here. Okay, Teresa, take a look at this. This is, let's put this in a new. Okay, this is before. And this is after. Before. After. Before. We just blew the hell out of this thing earlier today. And you can only imagine. I mean, now we're talking price tags. What's the price tag of a gunboat like this? I don't know. A lot of money. There you have it. No, thank you very much. Also, Glitch City Gamer. Hey, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Trump is going to take Iranian oil to pay for this. You're probably right. At the end of all this, once it's all settled down, there probably will be some type of Iranian oil deal. You're probably right about that. Soaring Eagle, a good reminder, he says, be alert for potential domestic sleeper cells thanks to Biden's border policy. If you see something, say something. Absolutely right. Also, I might remind you, before today's attack, today's events transpired, we had a solid 13 months of targeted deportations. Do you think it might have been part of Trump's plan to target cartel members that are posing national security threats, Iranian sleeper cells, Iranian members of the IRGC in the country that snuck in, targeting them, identify them, kick them out before we do stuff like this? I would suppose so. You might notice we had a lot of Tren de Aragua gang members get deported before we conducted our Maduro apprehension raid down in Venezuela. Tren de Aragua comes from Venezuela, right? I think Trump is a little bit premeditated with some of this stuff. I think so. But of course, you're right. That's not to say that it's impossible, that nothing bad is ever going to happen. Right. That's right. Oh, okay, hold up. We have a big update here, ladies and gentlemen. This is President Trump today, actually. President Donald Trump told Axios in an interview on Saturday that he has several off-ramps from Operation Epic Fury against Iran. Quote, I can go long and take over the whole thing, or end it in 2 or 3 days and tell the Iranians, see you again in a few years if you start rebuilding your nuclear and missile programs. Trump said in a 5-minute phone interview from Mar-a-Lago, further stating that in any case, it will take them several years to recover from this attack. And it depends on what he wants to do. Probably depends on the material conditions on the ground in Iran. How do the Iranian people respond? How does the Iranian regime respond to this series of attacks? That's going to influence where we go next. Now, did anybody hear President Trump mention boots on the ground, land invasion? We're sending 100,000 soldiers into Iran to occupy Iran? No mention of that. No mention of that. Thank God, by the way. Thank God. No, I think nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. But it seems like that's off the table. Trump does not want a war on terror 2.0, 20-year-long occupation of Iran. Doesn't want. It's off the table. We're not doing that. We're not talking about that. We ain't talking about it. Garden Mom, hey, thank you very much. That's very kind. She says, thank you for the coverage, Matt. This is 45 years overdue. I'm watching you on Rumble and on YouTube. Keep up. Okay, Garden Mom, you are now immediately my favorite viewer. All right, I have a new favorite viewer. Her name is Garden Mom 50. I like her the most out of anybody here. And the reason why is because she's watching on YouTube and on Rumble. Smart. Hey, I appreciate that. You are a real one. You're a loyal one. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Smart thinking. Smart thinking. I appreciate that super chat. Thank you. Is there echo? No, okay. I think we're good. Louisiana Skywatch says, thanks for the coverage. Hey, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I am over here. Here, I'll take you guys behind the curtain here. Right now, I am tracking. In addition, I've got another tracker on my other monitor too, but I'm just sitting here looking at. I've got 6 different live updating open source intelligence pages, and I'm just right now. Listen, nothing is happening without us seeing it. Everything we are on top of it here. We've got it all. We're not going to miss a thing. In fact, we're probably the first ones to see it. Stuff we're talking about here, it's going to take them another half hour before they're talking about it on Fox News. I promise you that. I promise you that. Now, excuse me. Now, crazy footage showing multiple interceptors. Okay, you know, we saw this. I'm going to play it again because it is crazy. That's right. And one of these actually ends up making it through. Pay attention here to the second half of this. This does get wild. This is at a U.S. base, I believe in Iraq. Another one going out. Missed it. So that was an Iranian ballistic missile that just almost got intercepted, but it missed. Slightly missed, and then guess what? And it made it through. And this was at Erbil? No. Al Udeid Air Base in Qatar. Al Udeid Air Base in Qatar is where this was. There you have that. Now, I'll tell you what here. It has been quite a while. It's been a little while since we've seen any ballistic missiles fired at Tel Aviv. The skies over Tel Aviv have been quiet now for a little while. Oh my God. Wait a minute. Okay, folks, I have an unconfirmed report. Breaking news, unconfirmed report. It's coming out of Israeli media, N12 News. Israel says Khamenei's body has been found. Israel says Khamenei's body has been found. It has been discovered. However, we only have one outlet reporting this. Consider this, in the realm of not entirely confirmed yet. We don't know as a matter of fact yet. Might be the case. Might be the case. Who knows? Time will tell. We'll see here. Things are unfolding minute by minute, second by second. Second by second. It is okay, let's say he is dead. Let's say he got blown up 7 hours ago. All this guy had to do was just stop enriching uranium, hand over the enriched uranium stockpiles, stop making ballistic missiles, and then I guess hop on a private jet up to Moscow. You remember Bashar al-Assad a couple years ago? He left Syria and flew up to Russia. I think he's just sitting up in Russia in an apartment building in Moscow playing video games all day now. Bashar al-Assad. Khamenei, all this guy had to do was just hand over the enriched uranium, hand over the ballistic missiles, and just go live out. He's like 85 or whatever. Go live out your life in peace in Moscow. But no. But nope. How old is he though? Khamenei, he's 86. Maybe he said, hey, I'm 86. I'm not going to live forever. We're going out with a bang. We're going out with a bang. I'm 86. Whatever. Hey, I don't need to live to be 87. Who cares? It's all he ever knew. It's all he ever knew was this life. Now I'm really seeing this stuff get picked up. Open source intel reports Khamenei has been eliminated. If this is true, let's say this is true. You know what this means? First off, you know. Yeah, I mean, now every single outlet is covering this. He's dead. They got his body. They got his body. He's dead. They got his body. It's coming out everywhere. You know that for the last couple days, maybe even couple weeks, Khamenei has been burrowed deep in the deepest, strongest, most secure, elaborate, complex bunker that they have in this entire country. He's been on lockdown preparing because we all knew where this was going and what was going to happen. And still, despite being in the most secure, deep subterranean bunker complex that the Iranians even have, still, we blew him up. Still, we got him. Like, it kind of sends a message. There is nowhere on this planet you can go. If the U.S. wants you dead, we will kill you. Doesn't matter how deep, how high. It doesn't matter where you are. We can kill anybody. Is the message that this sends. That's actually wild, right? Doesn't matter how deep you have dug your hole, your little bunker. That is the message. Massive super chat from Lost Lowlife. He says, for the Tomahawk Missile Fund, thanks, Matt, for the coverage. No one does it better. I found your channel during the 12-day war and have been watching ever since. I don't think I have missed a stream. My whole family now watches you, so credit to your work. It's a family affair. We get the whole family. Hey, we'll shout out the entire family of Lost Lowlife. You know, I need to do some math now. What was it? $2.5 million for a Tomahawk missile divided by 50. All right, all I need are another $49,999 $50 super chats, and then I will be able to afford a Tomahawk missile. So, I appreciate the contribution. We're getting there. We're getting there. One super chat at a time. One super chat at a time. No, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Seems like they got him. Seems like they got him. Gothic Knight says, God bless our military. Keep them safe. Thank you for your coverage. If all of you carry, make sure to don't go on unarmed. Better safe than sorry. That's right. That's true. That's true. And by the way, we got a report from CENTCOM about an hour ago confirming that, well, as of 1 hour ago, no U.S. military personnel in the Middle East have been wounded or injured or killed. Nothing. Not even a scratch. So good news. You know, so here's the deal. If Khamenei is dead, you can expect one of two responses. The first response is, woohoo, he's dead. We always hated that guy. Let's work out a deal. Trump, let's work out a deal. We never even liked that guy. He was our authoritarian dictator. He's gone. Thank you. Let's move on from this. That's the first path. That's the first direction this could go. The second direction is, all right, the gloves are coming off. We have nuclear weapons, and now we are firing the biggest ballistic nuclear missile barrage you've ever seen. We are eradicating Israel and every single U.S. military base off of the face of this planet, and we're going to do it now. Now we are seeking revenge. Even if it means all of us die in the process, nuclear holocaust inbound. That's the other way. And, you know, I'm sure there's a middle path here where it's not, you know, to either one of those extremes. Hold up. Why is our camera moving? What do we have here? What do we have here? I thought we might have had some ballistic missiles. AWAP donates $5 for a Tomahawk missile. Hey, thank you. We need to get a little donation goal for the Tomahawk missile. Thank you very much. We have a Rumble rant from Mad Max. Thank you very much. We have a Rumble rant from Small Red Barney. Says, thanks for the excellent coverage and great show. Also, McDonald's for the win. We are not done with Iran until there is a McDonald's on every single street corner. On the steaming pile of rubble that was formerly Khamenei's private palace, we're going to build the world's most opulent McDonald's. We're going to build a massive McDonald's with a play place. And there's going to be seating for everybody with bacon McDoubles. That's the real objective here. Okay, so, yep. According to Axios, Israel's ambassador to the United States, his name is Yeshiel Leiter. Anyway, the Israeli ambassador to the U.S. informed several senior U.S. officials in Washington that Khamenei has been killed. Seems like we've got the confirmation. Seems like he's dead. We just keep on. It seems like he's dead, folks. Netanyahu, another confirmation, another report here. Netanyahu has reportedly been shown an image of Khamenei's body. Okay, how in the living hell would they have an image of his body? Can we talk about this? Because if he was in a bunker and you drop a bunker buster bomb, the entire place would be blown to hell. I don't even know if there would be a body left. So it couldn't have been that. Might have been some type of Mossad infiltration, assassination. Mossad agents infiltrate the inner circle. I don't know. But I'm just thinking if there was a big bomb dropped on his head, there might not be a body left. And if there is, I doubt it would have been recovered in the last couple hours. You'd have to be digging through rubble, lifting concrete out of the way, right? Footage, now I'm seeing footage of Khamenei's body was presented to Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Yeah. Another report coming out. The reports just keep on coming and they keep on coming and they keep on coming. Hey, Bill Tracy. Bill Tracy, sir, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Brent Whitley, good luck convincing the ATF you need a Tomahawk missile. That's guy. I live in North Idaho. I'm just going to build a compound and stockpile Tomahawk missiles, and I'm sure nothing is going to go wrong. Nothing like that has ever gone wrong in North Idaho, right? I'm kidding. By the way, FBI, ATF, I'm kidding. I have no Tomahawk missiles or a compound. Thank you very much. Renbro, he says, love your show, brother. Hope that family member from yesterday's show's doing better. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's right. I hope so. That's right. I'm going, pull this up. I'm just going to leave this up here on the screen for a minute while we kind of go through super chats. Footage of Khamenei's body was presented to Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Thank you very much. Sterling Wilson III, one of my favorites, he says, hey, Matt, thanks for the coverage. Great job. Here's some coffee, Stella, and now Tomahawk missile money. Listen, you guys are going to get me in trouble. You guys are going to get me in trouble. I'm going to have the FBI knocking on my door here any day now. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Can I be honest here for a minute? You know, if you had asked me 24 hours ago if Khamenei was going to be dead within the first 60 minutes of the war or the conflict, whatever you want to call it, breaking, I said no way. I'd say this guy is buried down in the most complex bunker system ever built, or at least built in Iran. This guy's bunkered down. There's no way we're going to be able to reach him. It's going to be a very complex thing. No, they just somehow I don't know what they did. Honestly, I would love to know how they got this guy. I would love to know, how in the hell did they get this guy? I would have bet against it. I would not have bet that this would have been the outcome here. They got him. Astounding. By the way, everybody rewind our brains here. You want to get conspiratorial here for a second. Has anybody else been following these CIA leaker posts on 4chan? They've been going viral on X and on Twitter for the last couple weeks. There's allegedly some CIA insider source talking about everything that was going to happen. Two big things this supposed leaker said was that Israel was going to use nuclear weapons on Iran. That seems to have not been the case. I don't know. I guess it's not too late. I doubt it. And then also that the United States was going to use alien technology. The U.S. was going to break out alien technology to, I don't know, zap. They're going to zap all of the members of the Iranian regime. I'm not a believer. I'm not exactly a believer, to be honest with you. But who knows? Maybe they zapped him. Maybe they broke out the alien laser gun and zapped him. Maybe they zapped him. This is STL Casper, a little cash for the missile fund. Thank you very much. Yeah, and then we have to buy the launcher. Another $1 million, I think, probably. BF Thompson says, thanks, Matt, for the excellent coverage. Thank God for our president and our military, and prayers for the good people of Iran to be free. You know, thank you. By the way, thank you. Talking about placing a bet. If I had to place a bet right now, I would bet that now that the news has broke, Khomeini's dead, they got his body. What do you want to bet that everybody just kind of throws down their arms? Wouldn't you suppose? The leader's dead. He's been in charge forever. It was his dad before this, right? They've been in charge since whatever, 1974, whatever it is. This might just be so demoralizing for the loyalists and celebratory for the people that hated him that it's just over. It might just be over now. Could be. I guess that's kind of the best possible outcome as far as we're concerned. Okay, a senior Trump administration official has just come out and said, if we, quote, if we had sat back and waited to get hit first by Iran, the number of casualties and damage would have been substantially higher. Sort of justifying the preemptive strike that took place 12 hours ago. Oh my goodness, we have been live for almost 8 hours. Can I tell you something? It feels like we've been live for 90 minutes. 8 hours we've been here covering this. I'm just getting going. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good right now, physically. Hey, Rhode Island Rob, thank you very much, sir. Thank you for, okay, I am super falling behind on these super chats. There's no way I can keep up with this. Hey, GB, thank you very much for the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you very much. Patriotic Critical Thinker says, hey, Matt, you should check out Roger Hallmark's on A Message to Khomeini. Thank you very much. Yeah, maybe I'll check that out. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Black Roan says, I'm in Coeur d'Alene to visit my grandma. Beers on me. Never been there. Coeur d'Alene, I've never been, never even heard of it. Never even heard of it. Huh? Good luck. Hey, good luck with your grandma, though. Thank you very much. Courtney Miller, thank you, Courtney Miller. A new member of the community. We have Pie Your Corners for the Tomahawk Fund. We're going to have a tomahawk by the end of this broadcast. You guys are out of your mind. GB says, zappity zap, McDonald's on every street corner. That's the dream, I guess. Thank you very much. I'm going to look for some breaking news updates here. Stand by here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, real quick, we have another video that just came out of the Iranian suicide drone that crashed into the apartment complex in Bahrain a couple hours ago. Remember when I said that Bahrain is just getting battered all night? This is what I'm talking about. This is an Iranian suicide drone. Presumably, it was aiming for some U.S. military asset. There's a lot. But they ran into an apartment building. Yeah. Not good. Not good. Not good. Is this live? I am live. Yes, we are live. Hello. We are live. That video was a replay from a couple hours ago. however. Once again, footage of Iran's Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei's corpse has been shown to Prime Minister Netanyahu, according to Israeli news N12. It appears that Iran's Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei has been eliminated. If confirmed, Iran is unlikely to make an official announcement until the war concludes. Hey, Matt, weren't you in the military? Asking because you're wearing your hat inside. I was never in the military. No, I wasn't. I'm also, if I'm honest, I'm unaware of any hat rules. If there's any hat rules, I don't know about them. I'm just going to keep on breaking them, I guess. It's just the way it's going to be. Hold up. We might have more attacks on Bahrain right now, unfolding right this very moment. Another Iranian Shahed 136 drone has struck Manama. Is this old or current? So I have not seen this one here. This is new footage to me. I have not seen this. Iran might still be sending out drones. Even after Khamenei is maybe dead, probably dead. Markman on Rumble, he says, I too found myself up at 3 in the morning, been watching you from Arizona for a few months. Good find, keep it up. I don't know why we woke up, but I guess a good day to do it. Thank you, Markman. Thank you very much. M. Pitcher says, been up since 3:30. It's a good time to wake up, I guess, these days. Duck Fat, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Whiskey Sours on Rumble. Kem Lee, thank you very much. You guys think Mossad got Khamenei? I guess I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. Wouldn't be surprised. You know, considering that they found the body intact and took a video or a picture and then sent it, you know, makes you think he probably wasn't buried down in some bunker, or at a minimum, a bunker buster bomb wasn't used. When do we bust out the discombobulator? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that was used. We saw that used in Venezuela. Daredevil says, Ali Khamenei's alive and being forced to live in a real-world reality show. There you go. Hey, thank you very much. I just need to get caught up on everything.
Matt does a good job, I think.
You guys are too nice to me.
Good old Matt.
Brett Monger says they probably knew he was meeting in that location on the regular around noon every week, every month. Could have been. No doubt they had good intelligence here. James Oliver, thank you. And Pyre
Khamenei,
thank you very much.
they're saying has died, but there's some sources saying, and these are coming from over there, saying he's still alive, which is probably BS.
Okay, now we have 2 Israeli news outlets. This is I-24 News and Channel 12 News, both reporting Khamenei's dead.
They've gotten pictures.
And just because this is just such a big deal, I'm going to try to put this up on the screen here. Here we go. I'll say Supreme Leader. Put that up there at the top, just so people that are tuning into the show. Do I have any typos? No. Okay, we're good. I'm already seeing the conspiracy theories. You want to hear the conspiracy theory that I'm reading right now?
Let's hear them.
That Israel and Iran and the U.S. struck a deal. Khamenei secretly snuck out of the country up to Russia. Now he's alive in Russia, and we're saying he's dead in order to bring down the Iranian regime. That it's all part of some big psyop. He's secretly alive, though. They made a secret deal, and he's going to go live.
Now I'm a conspiracy theorist, but I don't believe that.
I think that's off the table. I think they just want him dead. I think especially the Israelis just want him dead. And then if I was Candace Owens, I would say that Khamenei was actually secretly a woman the entire time. I think Khamenei was actually secretly a woman. Have you ever seen pictures of Khamenei pregnant? I haven't. Have you? Have you seen pictures of Khamenei giving birth? I've never seen that. Doesn't that raise some curious questions here? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, now let me scan out here for some new updates. What am I looking at here? What are we looking at here?
And then I'm like,
okay, what is this? What do we have?
and then I'm like, this baby motherfucker better not blow up my nuclear shit, or I'm gonna go loco on this bitch. And then he blows up all my nuclear shit, and I'm like, call my generals. And they tell me, they're all dead, sir. And I'm like, assemble the army. And they're like, they're dead too, sir. So then I'm like, launch the friggin' missiles. And they're like, sir, they're gone, sir. So I'm like, what the fuck?
I have a feeling that that is AI. I'm not positive. I'm not positive, but I think that might have been AI. We need to look into that, though. I'm gonna quickly, just real quick here. No, okay. I was seeing what type of live news coverage we had here. I'm still not seeing any really big U.S. media outlets cover, you know, Khamenei's dead. It's coming out of Israel. But not out of the U.S. yet. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and change the title here of the broadcast. I can. Okay, there we go. Okay. But no, it seems like the U.S. media is still, oh, we're having a techno rave. Excellent. Did we? I guess we lost our live footage here. Oh, that's fine. We'll just take it off. We'll just pop it off. That's fine. The live feed came to an end. You guys probably don't want to have any dance techno, or maybe you do. Maybe you do. I don't know. Maybe you do. Probably in Israel tonight, they're going to be raving if this news is true. We have some more footage coming out here just now. Additional footage shows an Iranian suicide drone. There it is. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what do you say? Let's just quickly talk about sort of the regional implications here. Over the last 12 hours, really in the first 6 hours or so, when Iran responded to the Israeli and United States sort of like preemptive attacks, precautionary attacks, this sort of execution maneuver that was pulled off, Iran responded by just sort of almost willy-nilly firing ballistic missiles everywhere. They fired ballistic missiles not only at Israel, they fired them at Iraq, and also drones, also these suicide drones. Israel, Iraq, Kuwait, Bahrain, Qatar, UAE, and Saudi Arabia. Iran, in response to strikes from Israel and the US, responded by attacking 6 different, effectively uninvolved countries. And so, I guess it wasn't the brightest move. It was kind of the entire Middle East versus Iran out of the gate. And so this is what Fox is showing his broken head. Is that right? Well, you know, I'm not seeing that on Twitter yet. I think that'll pop up here in a minute if that's actually the case. You know how there's been this debate for a long time whether or not the Iranian regime actually is just genuinely out of their minds, or if they are logical, reasonable actors. Some people would have us believe that the Iranian regime, they're just reasonable people just like us. I think they kind of are just out of their mind. I think they are just kind of insane. Like, actually, though, in case there was any confusion or doubt about that. Hey, Newsmax just confirmed Ayatollah is confirmed dead. Well, once again, the confirmation is coming from 2 Israeli media sources. So Newsmax doesn't know anything that we don't know, or that nobody else knows. The sources are 2 Israeli media outlets. It seems like still right now the Iranians are attempting to blockade the Strait of Hormuz. Now, I'm going to say something that I must have said 4 hours ago, but we've got new people here. I'm going to say it again. Who remembers, must have been 9 months ago now, President Trump did a big tour to the Middle East. He went to Qatar, he went to the UAE, he went to Saudi Arabia. Trump was in the Middle East for a week or 2, making deals and shaking hands. And when Trump came back from his trip to the Middle East, he brought back $8 or $9 trillion worth of foreign investment. You remember that? He came back, he said, yep, over the next couple years, Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, Qatar, UAE, all the big money in Dubai, they're going to be investing in the U.S. And people said, how did he do it? How did he do it? How did Trump negotiate these deals? Well, I think at this point, maybe it's fair. Listen, dude, you gotta stop spamming the chat. You need to stop spamming the chat. It's out of this world. Okay, anyway, at this point, given the way things have gone today over the last 24 hours, I think it's fair to kind of raise the question, was a component of the deal, some of these deals that Trump made with these Persian Gulf states, getting rid of Iran? Did Trump say, listen, okay, I know you guys are not happy with Iran, because Iran is a tough neighbor. Iran is bad for business for these guys. These guys just want to be UAE, Bahrain, Qatar, Saudi, even Kuwait. They're not really in the war business. They want peace. They want to have their luxury real estate. You know, they want to become a vacation spot. They want people coming and visiting and spending money. It's the lavish life out there. That's sort of the vibe they're going for. And they've got a neighbor who's launching ballistic missiles and suicide drones. A lot of these Persian Gulf nations, they're not happy with Iran. So I wonder if a part of these conversations between Trump and these leaders these Persian Gulf nations, I wonder if it was, hey, listen, we're going to invest in the U.S. and you're going to help us get rid of Iran. Well, they invested in the U.S. and now Iran is maybe getting gotten rid of. So, who knows? I think it's a fair question. I wonder if some type of deal was made, potentially here. Is this our live feed? Yeah, this is live. I'm going to leave this one up here. Mute that. Makes you wonder. Hey, we saw it today, dude. Some of you guys, listen. I really, sincerely do not care what you post. Just stop spamming. You can call me whatever you want. I do not care. Just stop spamming the chat. It drives me fucking insane. I'm sorry. I'm swearing. I'm sorry. Some of you guys are the biggest spammers in the world. Stop. Oh my God. Knock it off. You can say whatever crazy unhinged thing you want. Just say it at most like once every couple minutes. Do not spam it. It's out of this world. People are going crazy. It's crazy. You know, obviously Iran does not have a good relationship with some of these countries if they're today, like 8 hours ago, launching ballistic missiles and suicide drones at them. What type of relationship does Iran have with Bahrain if they've been launching drones and missiles at Bahrain all day? And same goes for Qatar and Saudi and Kuwait and UAE. Not the best relationship. I'm sure that all of these countries here had a vested interest in getting rid of Iran. And maybe Trump helped them do that. Maybe that was part of some deal here. I'm going to quickly scan for updates here. I'm telling you, it actually seems like following this alleged death of the Ayatollah Khomeini, it seems like things have kind of mellowed out. He might have actually just been the venomous head on the top of the snake. You chop off the head and then everything else kind of simmers down. Now there's still a lot yet to be determined. Trump and both Netanyahu were trying to push for and compel the Iranian people to rise up and take to the streets and seize their country, take their country back. I haven't seen any footage of Iranians on the streets marching around, but it's also like midnight. You know what? We might have, okay, what time is it? Maybe around the time people wake up in Iran, we might see people wake up and realize, oh, wow, overnight, Khomeini got blown up and he's dead, and then they're going to go to the streets and celebrate. That might be. Time in Iran. It is 11:42 p.m. So people are not going to be waking up for another 6 or 7 hours, It'll be a little while. It'll be a little while. Seems like right now everyone is just kind of like on Twitter at least. Seems like everyone is just kind of celebrating on the internet. Israel War Room says Ali Khamenei is dead. Who knows? They might be celebrating preemptively. There is a chance, I suppose. Still, I mean, he's still alive. We could see that. I think he's probably dead, though. You know, the craziest thing is that we saw, everybody was worried about Hezbollah. In the event of a conflict between Iran and Israel, everybody was worried about Hezbollah getting involved in attacking Israel also. Hezbollah did nothing. Hezbollah came out, they issued a public announcement a couple hours ago. They said, we strongly condemn what's going on here. But they never got involved. They didn't get involved, directly involved. They decided to sit this one out. Okay, 6 minutes ago, allegedly, photos of the Iranian leader Khamenei's body have been shown to President Trump. Allegedly, President Trump has seen the pictures also. Triad, hey, thank you. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Lawrence Purdy says, President Trump needs to give you the Patriot of the Year award. My family and I watch you all the time. Love your brand of humor. Please don't change. I will not change. You know, I don't even know if Trump knows who I am. Probably not. I've never spoken to anyone inside the Trump administration. I really am just a total one-man show. I've got no connections with anybody. Other than you, of course. Hey, thank you. Thank you. That's very kind, though. Thank you very much. I've got a very curious video to show you guys. Well, there we go. This is an Iranian suicide drone striking near the Burj Khalifa. It doesn't strike it, but it strikes near it. Look at that. I guarantee you, man, all of these rich people living in Dubai, living in these Persian, very wealthy Gulf state nations, they've all got oil money, they're five-star hotels, they're Michelin-star restaurants. They just want to live in peace and drive their Lamborghinis and just be rich and not have to worry about suicide drones and ballistic missiles. I think they probably don't want to deal with this stuff. You know what is the craziest thing also is that some of the most luxurious real estate in the world is along the Persian Gulf, like big money, and you've all seen it. Look at all this vacation hotspots, all of this stuff. Big money, big travel industry. Iran under alternative leadership, they could have the exact same thing. Look at how much real estate they have here on the water. They just have never done anything with it because their leader is he was out of his mind. Never did a whole lot with it. Can I drop down here? This is what they did. What do we have here? Well, you know what? This doesn't look that bad. This is in Iran, in a little coastal town in Iran. This here doesn't look that bad. It's not Dubai, though. It's not Dubai, though. Blind Snake, it's not that they are sleeping during the bombing, it's more that the regime has the internet shut off and the news will spread word of mouth. Also Trump told them during the bombing to stay home. Seems like the bombing is kind of done right now. That's been done for a couple hours. Both Reuters and Axios are also now reporting. So the Western media is getting involved and saying that the Iranian Supreme Leader has been eliminated. It is confirmed. Everybody is dropping the confirmation here. So I'll tell you what, I would suspect that we actually just don't see any more ballistic missile barrages targeted at Tel Aviv. I would bet it's kind of over. Avelsgard says, Matt, you have become our go-to for political news. Thank you for the dedication. So my husband and I want to add this to your Tomahawk missile fund. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Someday, hey, a boy can dream. Thank you very much. Shout out to both of you. not to be Nancy, but who's feeling nervous about Trump taking off-ramps and recovery time for the regime? Like we were kind of saying earlier, I think that whatever Trump is going to do is going to depend on the material conditions on the ground. He's got maybe 4 or 5 different options in it, and we just have to wait and see what happens. Right now, I think probably the next step of this is seeing, you know, what happens over the next 8 hours. The Iranian people are going to wake up. What are they going to do? Are they going to take to the streets? Are they going to celebrate? Is the IRGC going to say, listen, we're doubling down? How dare you kill our supreme leader? Now we are going to use our dirty bombs, our nuclear dirty bombs, to blow up Israel. Or not. Maybe they're all going to say, all right, thank God you got rid of him. Now we're done. We're moving on. Time will tell. Time will tell. Thank you, Fat Cat. Thank you very much. That's right. Very clearly, Trump's plan here is to have the Iranian people rise up and kind of take control of their country. But what if they don't do that? There's no promise, there's no guarantee that they will do that. Trump very explicitly said the point of these joint Israeli and U.S. strikes over the last 12 hours was to create the conditions on the ground to empower, such that it would empower the Iranian people to rise up. And so, you know, what did they strike to make these conditions? The U.S. military and the Israeli military, they took out a bunch of Iranian military bases, ballistic missile compounds, key leaders of the IRGC and political leadership. They did everything they could to, oh my goodness, wait a minute. Okay, this video is 2 hours old. I find this copy. So don't worry about this. This is 2 hours old, but still a really crazy video nonetheless. Ballistic missiles over Dubai. Couple hours old. So, like I said, man, listen. How many trillions of dollars here are wrapped up in developing this town? Vacations and condos and rentals and travel and luxury and hotels and restaurants and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. They want nothing to do with these, you know, Iranian ballistic missiles and suicide drones. I'm sure that all of these Persian Gulf nations are more than happy to see the Iranian regime fall. They're just trying to make their business and make money, you know. They want nothing to do with this. Footage of a U.S. Navy destroyer launching missiles earlier today. That's a Tomahawk missile. They're launching them. Yes, they are. Impressive. These Tomahawk missiles, man, they're the real deal. They are the real deal. You don't want to get hit by a Tomahawk missile. We have a massive super chat here from Jeep Man. He says, what up, Matt? Been watching for a long time. Love your show and your patriotism. I'm a Navy veteran and have seen and touched Tomahawk missiles. Here's a super chat for your Tomahawk fund. Okay, listen, hey, okay. I need somebody that knows how to operate these things. So whenever I can actually afford a Tomahawk missile, I'm going to call you up and you're going to help me fire this thing. Okay, how about that? Hey, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Otherwise, I'm going to blow myself up with one of these. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Khomeini's dead. Seems to be the case. Khomeini is dead. That's right. That seems to be the case. Topple Iran and Venezuela, and that's 20% of China's oil energy supply. This is a component that, you know, a lot of people fail to appreciate or understand. China is Trump's #1 concern. Trump very clearly, I mean, it says as much in the 2025 National Security Strategy document that we talked about earlier in today's show. Trump views China as a very serious threat, as a very serious concern. And so I understand some of my Rumble viewers. It's very easy when talking about Iran to say, Jew, 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 everything is for Israel, Israel, Jew, 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 Israel, Jew, Jew, Israel, Jew. It's very easy to say that. I think it's also worth considering, look at the broader geopolitical implications. If Trump's objective is to weaken and cripple, neuter China, take the wind out of China's sails. Understand here, China is pretty much nothing without energy import. China has almost no domestic energy manufacturing. They have to import it. They get a lot of it from Iran and a lot of it from Venezuela. What has Trump done in the last couple months? Well, he's taken out Venezuela and he's taken out Iran. That's what's happening now. He took back Panama, shutting out China of the Western Hemisphere. That was one of the big reasons why he was focused on Greenland also. Dude, my leg is asleep. Oh my God. Sorry, I almost just had to amputate my leg. My leg fell asleep. China will supply them. I don't know about that. Listen, what are we hearing? We also know for a fact that Russia has a big desire to rebuild an economic relationship with the U.S. In fact, this is something that Trump is dangling over Russia's head. Hey, listen, bring this war to a conclusion. Hey, listen, Russia, let's de-escalate this war in Ukraine. And the second this is done, we are going to reintegrate you into the Western economic world. The sanctions are lifted. We're going to buy from you. You're going to sell to us, vice versa. And Russia wants that. Russia wants that. That's a compelling offer, enticing offer. We saw maybe, I don't know, must have been 8 or 9 months ago. What was one of the big conditions of the new trade deal that Trump worked out with the Western European nations or the EU member nations? One of the big conditions was that they needed to stop importing so much from China. They need to invest. In fact, they ended up investing, God, I forget how much, some very large amount of money in American manufacturing. Trump wanted America to step in and manufacture for Europe instead of China manufacturing for Europe. So that deal with Europe 8 or 9 months ago was strategically designed to separate